What do we do with the anger we feel when life hurts us, when people betray us, when we feel unseen, unheard, and unloved? That's the kind of honest and raw question that sits at the heart of today's Grace Notes conversation. Reverend Dwight Fairclough's sermon, Anger, a Biblical Perspective, isn't about suppressing our emotions or pretending everything is fine. It's about learning how to walk through our anger with honesty, with truth, and most importantly, with God. Anger is not the enemy. That might sound surprising, especially in church spaces where we're often told to be patient, calm, and kind. But Reverend Fairclough reminds us through Ephesians 4:25-5 and Psalm 4:4 that anger is not inherently sinful. In fact, it's a powerful emotion given to us by God. Let that sink in for a moment. Your anger is not evidence of failure. It's not proof that you're less holy. It's what we do with it that matters. Have you ever considered that your anger might actually be a signal, an invitation to reflect more deeply, to act more justly, to speak more truthfully? Reverend Fairclough walks us through what he calls the parameters of holy anger. The word doesn't say, don't be angry. It says, in your anger, do not sin. So what does that look like in real life? How do we feel that fire inside and not let it burn our lives down? Through clear biblical instruction, Reverend Fair helps us see that God isn't calling us to bury our emotions, but to handle them in a way that reflects His character. Have you ever let your anger linger too long? What did it do to your peace, your relationships, your witness? We're reminded of Jesus, yes, Jesus, who experienced and expressed righteous anger. He was grieved by hard hearts. He flipped tables in the temple, but he never sinned. Why? Because his anger wasn't rooted in pride or ego. It was rooted in love and justice. Can we say the same for our anger? When someone cuts you off in traffic or speaks ill of you, what's your first reaction? Is it to build or to break down? One of the most moving parts of the sermon is when Reverend Fairclough shares from his own life, telling the story of being wrongly punished as a child. It's a vivid reminder that our perception of wrongs isn't always accurate. And when we act out of misunderstood pain or partial truth, we end up hurting others and ourselves. Have you ever acted out of anger only to realize later that you didn't have the full story? How did God meet you in that place? He challenges us to be quick to resolve our anger. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, Paul writes. That's not just a poetic line, it's protection. Leaving anger unresolved gives the enemy room to work in our hearts, in our homes, and in our relationships. What anger are you still carrying as the sun continues to set day after day? Are you willing to lay it down today? Reverend Fairclough calls us to replace anger with kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. And let's be honest, that's hard. That takes submission. That takes theological reflection. But it also brings freedom. It's not just about managing anger. It's about becoming more like God. Slow to anger, rich in love, full of mercy. So how do you process anger in your life? Are there situations or relationships where you need to apply these biblical truths right now? We'd love to hear how God is speaking to you through this message. Drop your reflections and your stories in the comment section. Your testimony might be the encouragement someone else needs. If this conversation has blessed you, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the Metropolitan Baptist Church YouTube channel so you don't miss another episode of Grace Notes. We're here to walk with you in faith, truth, and grace, one note at a time. Until next time, may your heart stay soft, your voice stay kind, and your life reflect the character of the one who is always slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love.